I wanted to do another shop check-in. It's been a couple weeks.
We are the Follises, Sherry and Sean. We started turning stitches to share our creativity with you. Please follow along and see what we create next.
Um, Still working on that prototype project I kind of hinted at in the last shop check-in. I learned a couple things along the way. The first thing is I need to do a little better job at the bandsaw. I need to keep practicing, keep learning. That'll make sanding a little bit easier. So we've been doing a lot of sanding, trying to get parts prepped, ready, and finished. The other thing that kind of happened the other night is I finally wore out the pad on this random orbit sander. This thing has been great. It still is great. It does most of the heavy lifting and sanding in the shop. But I finally wore out this hook and loop pad, and it was just spinning discs straight off of it. So I got a part ordered. I'm anxiously awaiting that arrival. In the meantime, we'll kind of make some progress. Hopefully we can get sanding wrapped up. We'll use the old quarter sheet buzz sander, which doesn't see a lot of action in the shop, but it's going to get put to work, and hopefully we'll have all the sanding done. We'll start assembly, and we'll be ready for to show you that whole product soon. So down here I've got all the parts that have already been sanded. They're kind of ready for assembly. You'll see a few little touch-ups. This is going to be an outdoor product. So we have coated some edges with epoxy. That was a process that we did, and we do need to clean these edges up a little bit. Otherwise, all this stuff down here is ready to be assembled. Unfortunately, I haven't gotten to any of these bowl blanks. They're still sitting there. Now, the one fun thing that we did end up doing, got a little extra work on this, but this is just a cutting board. So Sherry and I took a class, it's been some time ago, learning how to use epoxy. And in that class, Sherry did all the colored portion, this part, or this part. But it left, you end up, so we had some raw wood here. And so what I did when I ended up mixing up too much epoxy for the project I'm working on, so I had some extra, so I did kind of re-pour and put which kind of leveled this surface. So where the raw wood was, I leveled it, and then just a light coat over top, which just kind of polishes it. So I do have to sand the edges. I'd never done cleanup sanding on this since we took that class, but it has been a lot of fun. And it was a good experiment. It worked out pretty well. So it's just that was my attempt of trying to keep sawdust and debris out of it while it was drying. That didn't work real well, but it anyway, nonetheless. So here's the few parts that we've got left that still need to be sanded, and then I've got a few parts here back on the lathe, and hopefully pretty soon we'll be assembling our prototype, and we can start working on the marketing pieces and stuff for that. Anyway, thanks for checking in. Hopefully we'll have a different type of update in a couple weeks, and we'll talk to you later. Thanks.
Shower time.